welcome back to another episode of my Genshin Impact playthrough. Last time a bunch of crazy stuff happened, and Nahida is no longer with us. Well, not in that sense. She's preoccupied, I guess. That's the best way to put it, alright. So I guess we're gonna go to the desert. Find some desert people who will help us. Hopefully. Who are willing to help. Are gonna murder us.
We finally made it to Caravan Rebot. It's pretty lively here. So, just past this wall is the desert, huh? Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it...
I guess it's interesting. I don't know how to really...
Enough talking.
Alhaitham!
Come on, follow me.
Hey, my man!
Over here.
Man, it's funny because I originally wasn't gonna pull for him, and now I kind of want him. Ah, wait, come back!
Went that way! Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder
Back
what
here.
he's up to.
You still have that thing. I'm still irritated about that. I need that thing. Alright, we going over here. I just came from here. Alhaitham! Oh, we're being chased. Okay, never mind.
What the? Where did she go? How did we lose them? They were just...
More Eremite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time?
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago.
Hey, don't insult me. Go away. Actually, maybe stay.
There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of person. All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a
You really gave Paimon a scare, Alhaitham. We never thought we'd run into you here. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the Academia? Wait.
Oh. So you've already landed yourselves on the Academia's hit list. However,
Expected
had
that.
I wished to turn you over to the Academia, don't you think you'd already be the Eremites' honored guests by now?
Oh, right. You do have a point.
Did you participate in their project?
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, I've always
good.
belonged to the camp that promotes researcher autonomy.
Good job. Good job.
And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer.
Looking for me?
Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Unfortunately, I've run into some difficulties.
Yeah, because you stole it.
Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually moved to Port Ormos. If I am to get to the bottom of this, I must understand how the capsule first came to be. Which brings me back to you, and why you're so interesting. The
Oh.
leader of Ainul Ahmar used the Divine Knowledge Capsule right in front of you. And upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed, and you were lost in thought for quite some time. To have that kind of reaction, I think you must have realized something. Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
The whole world forget me thing.
Alhaitham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail.
It's a little complicated.
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the Academia after all. So considering that, it is indeed wise to keep your cards close to your chest. But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Am I right?
Yes.
No matter. Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I'd still prefer to
That's right. We have the same plan as you. But we don't...
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so it'll probably have...
Sounds good.
Always better to travel with someone you know.
I want Alhaitham now. His damage was actually good when I just read him. I never did pull for him, but now I kind of want to pull for him. See, I have that happen. I don't like the character, I don't pull for them, and then I have them in the story, and then I want them. This is the problem I'm having. This is why I haven't pulled for Letty, but I probably should.
Before us lies Aru Village, the safe haven of the desert folk.
Huh.
Whoa. This landscape is really something else. What a cool place.
Uh-oh, cutscene.
Wow.
They're gonna do animation, something's happening. What was that? Ah! Cyno? This is what? What's their problem?
Cyno.
What is
Unless
his
my
problem?
memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
What? Man, we pulled all the people to us. It's like we're a magnet for trouble.
Alhaitham, do not think you can escape my judgment just because you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me.
Was that Paimon?
Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra, as well you know.
Seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
Who is that, Alhaitham? Did you call him General Mahamatra?
Yes. General Mahamatra Cyno, head of all the Matra at the Academia. He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crimes.
Oh.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Alhaitham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth.
What's your problem? Alhaitham's cool.
I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer.
Has Alhaitham done something wrong? Paimon doesn't think he's as bad as you've made him out to be.
Yeah, we've hung out with some interesting people. I don't think he doesn't strike me as the I'm gonna try to backstab you.
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Alhaitham, take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Oh, you hit it! Arr, you still have it.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's
Liar.
senses.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
So you did lie to us.
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Cyno. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious? If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Academia?
From the sages.
I should have known you'd be difficult to deal with.
Well then don't get in his way!
You
Should
two!
doing-
Ugh. What you would do, traveler? Paimon feels like we can't trust either of them.
Can't trust anybody, Paimon. Except for Nahida. I'm pretty sure you can trust her.
Ahem. Well, look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous over there.
Wait, Dia?
Hello, Dia. Something you want from me, Dia?
Great! Finally, someone that we can trust!
I don't know about that.
You gotta help us out here. Otherwise, these two are gonna start fighting again!
Yeah, sure looks that way. 2 giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Not some- Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these grounds.
Let him. Do it. Yeah, they're still looking to
Hey,
attack.
did either of you hear a word I just...
Oh, okay.
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so...
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Hey! All of you, over here, quickly! We have to take cover!
Oh, Candace!
Someone's calling for us! Oh, this wind is too strong!
That sounded like Candace. Come on, you two. Jeez, are all of you academia folks such hard work? Move it!
All right, stop yelling.
I love their, like, dispute. It's like a bunch of, like, these two boys just get along. It's really funny. It's very hilarious. Come on, just let him have it out. It'll solve all your problems.
Well, this is pretty... Hey, want to play sardines with 3 people who want to tear each other limb from limb? Sure. The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru village.
I love her eyes.
Our savior has come at last. Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Paimon. Thank you so much for...
There's no need to thank me.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring. Like a nice older sister. Unlike those guys over there.
Maybe Dia. I don't know. I feel like Dia would be the apathetic, like, older sister who would teach you how to, like, get away with stuff and then would, like, ignore you.
Alright, now that we're all better acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand. As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar, even before the sandstorm started. And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another, and put your hostile feelings to rest.
I don't know if they could do that.
If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Oh, on second thought, Paimon may have misjudged Candace's character.
Nah, she just gotta discipline them. It's fine.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got it, Candace.
That's what I like to hear.
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway.
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
Yes. All they know is violence.
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself.
Oh, really? Because you wanted to hide it 5 seconds ago, Cyno.
While Alhaitham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Why?
Huh? Exile yourself?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none. I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me.
Yeah, because they're trying to hide something, obviously.
I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us.
So they really...
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert the vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold. They are meaningless to the academia of today.
Yeah.
I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see nor predict my actions.
Oh, they probably figure out pretty quickly, though.
I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority.
Cyno seems to have the same goal as us. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra...
Yeah, it's still early.
Cyno, if that's your...
When I
'Cause
was
he has the
investigating the
capsule.
matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between Alhaitham and a sage.
Ooh, somebody's stupid.
The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, Alhaitham?
Oh.
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the Divine Knowledge Capsule, and I
Yeah,
think we
they were
deserve
watching
an...
it from the beginning.
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the Traveler.
Alhaitham!
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me.
A most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information. Namely, that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone, even a... So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather than collaborating with the sages. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Alhaitham mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't suspect any. So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Well, Santa, you can't say anything either.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance. You were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
That's true. Alhaitham helped us out at...
I'm willing to apologize, if that's... I took the Divine Knowledge Capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. After all...
You should be well aware, Scribe Alhaitham. Answer me this. Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the academia.
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clear. And now you, Dia. I believe it's your...
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring. My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad, I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone, but then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. It ticked me off.
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds...
That's more like it.
Whoa! What was
Who's
that?
No need
that?
to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please...
Creatures?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not...
Yeah, just leave him to Candace. Don't worry, she's as
Okay.
The wind's died down. The Candace still isn't back yet.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to...
Okay. Well, that'll be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye!